Adam Davis from Motion Performance Fitness here with Exercise of the Month for August 2011. Last month we discussed the ball squats and how leaning over actually gets those glutes involved in really understanding how important that is to protect the knee and protect the core to really have those glutes fired up. Well, another part of the glute, the gluteus medius that hits the side, a lot of times we're a little unfamiliar with this exercise and this muscle because this guy plays a major role in frontal plane, side-to-side plane stability of the knee and of the foot and really dictates motion around the hip. So this guy's a major stabilizer in that plane, and he's got to be turned on neurologically just like all the other muscles so he can show up to the bar fight as well and show up to the party and help out. If this guy's sleeping and he's not really getting what we want out of him, there's a lot of knee pain and a lot of problems, pelvic issues that happen because that guy's not firing up and being where he's supposed to. So the best, most effective way to do this is to do what's called the transverse reach with the opposite foot reach. Now, we want to make sure that you get with a fitness professional, really understand your movement science before you just jump into this. But it is a good exercise if you already have the right motion. So we need to make sure that we're cautious about this with anything new. But the goal is to take a weight that you feel comfortable with. And what you're going to do is, say we stand on the left leg, you're going to turn this weight into the left leg and reach. But at the same time, that right leg is going to go opposite the way the weight is. So for instance, I'm on the left leg, as the weight goes to the left, my right foot goes back diagonally, and as you can see, you got to bring it back to home. So you reach and then come back, trying to keep the balance, reach and come back. And what you'll do is you'll really feel that guy get eccentrically loaded, meaning if you remember from function, muscles turn on with a stretch, with an eccentric load first, before they ever concentrically contract and produce motion. They always stretch and decelerate motion first. So this is a very functional exercise for the gluteus medius because that's exactly how that muscle was designed to be used. When you don't treat it that way, you're turning light switches off again neurologically and you're training the body the way it was never designed. So if you're one of those persons that starts off with the hip doing one of these, it's not necessarily wrong, but you just actually did it backwards. You've trained that brain to tell this muscle to contract before it stretches and unloads and really gets that neurological stimulation. So that's where it gets a little confusing. So in this exercise, once again, balancing, everything just moves apart and then you bring it back to home. You bring it back right to the middle. Reach and back. One of the best ways to use this is after doing an exercise, maybe a squat or a lunge or some sort of thing with the athletes, whether it's like a power clean or whatnot, then jump right into this to make sure that guy's really firing up and really understand what he needs to do. Exercise of the month for August 2011. This is Motion Performance Fitness, putting motion back into life.